Good day wherever you're watching. It's your weekly security program. My name is Babawale Zaida Falabi, and here is another episode of The Defenders, a weekly television program from the stable of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. And this program is aimed at highlighting the achievement of the Corps under the leadership of our Commandant General, Dr. Hamid Abubakar Hadi, MNI OFR. On today's headlines, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps celebrate World Civil Defense Day in grand style. Minister of Interior Honorable Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo commissioned NSCDC mining marshal. I'll be right back, and you go nowhere. The word civil defense was first echoed in the early 20th century by the United Nations and the International Civil Defense Organization, which can be referred to as a child of necessity, came into being during that time. It was established largely to shield individuals and their property from natural disasters, accidents, and different crises. Later in 1990, the World Civil Defense Day was declared by the International Civil Defense Organization. The day is set aside on March 1st every year to bring issues to light about the significance of civil defense measures on shielding individuals and their property from natural disasters, accidents, and other different crises. Expectedly, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) always join other 60 member nations to celebrate the International Civil Defense Day. The theme of the year 2024 International Civil Defense Day is Honor Heroes and Promote Safety Skills. Historically, civil defense was first established in Lagos, Nigeria, as Lagos Civil Defense Committee in 1967 to take care of the victims of the Nigeria Civil War. It was later metamorphosed to the present-day NSCDC, but it remains a voluntary organization until 2003, when the act to recognize the NSCDC as paramilitary organization was enacted. 20 years after the federal government gave legal backing to the NSCDC, the Corps have continued to wax stronger, and the icing on the cake of the NSCDC was a visionary and remarkable Commandant General Ahmed Abubakar Hadi, MNI OFR, who coincidentally also celebrated the third year in office. To this end, the 2024 International Civil Defense Day was celebrated with pomp and pageantry. It was a red-letter occasion, an opportunity for the hardworking and indefatigable Commandant General who has recorded amazing achievements within the 3 years of his assumption of office. His Midas touch is too vivid in all ramifications, and core mandate of the NSCDC talk about PGC and protection of the government critical infrastructure and national assets. Interestingly, during the 2024 ICDO Day celebration, the 50 Corps Marshal that will further see to the protection of one of the government critical national assets was inaugurated. I mean the 50 Corps Marshal for the mining sites across the country. Welcome back to Historia Security Program. In a bid to tackle the menace of illegal mining and economic sabotage across the nation, the Minister of Interior, Honorable Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, has launched the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps Commandant General's Mining Marshal alongside operational and utility vehicles. This pragmatic move will enhance the capacity of the officers and men to appropriately discharge the Corps' statutory duties in the protection of critical national assets and infrastructure. Performing the commissioning at the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps National Headquarters, Abuja, the minister charged the marshal, who were drawn from the 36 state commands and FCT. He noted that with over 8 weeks, rugged and regimental training to protect, secure, and preserve the nation's solid minerals from the unscrupulous activities of illegal miners.
You have one of the most important assignments today in modern Nigeria, because your responsibility will be to protect, to secure, and to preserve what we call our collective assets, the mining assets of Nigeria. And we hope you'll be wonderful ambassadors of the Ministry of Interior, you'll be wonderful ambassadors of Nigeria, and above all, you will go out there make NSCDC shine in the Committee of Security Agency. This day, I wish to inaugurate you to the benefit of Nigeria, to the benefit of Nigerians, to be the pride of Nigeria, and of course, to be the flagship agency in Nigeria. Please go, make us proud. We're with you. We support you and we will.
The officers will definitely change the narrative of events. Tunji Ojo, who described the assignment as one of the most important duties which the Corps must perform, further stressed on the need for the marshals to identify and fish out the illegal miners, apprehend and investigate and persecute all culpable suspects. He decried the spate of illegal mining activities in the nation, affirming that over 1,975 illegal mining sites have been detected across the country. He charged the commander of the Commandant General's Marshal, Chief Superintendent of Corps, John Onoja Atta, on the need to work hard and in collaboration with other security agencies. While pledging the minister's support, Tunji Ojo lauded the NSCDC Commandant General, whose administration had always emphasized on the protection of critical national assets and infrastructure, saying the renewed hope of the present government under the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu implies ensuring the normal things are ensured. In his words, the time for Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps to live up to its mandate is now. He charged the Commandant General to get a workable implementation plan to end vandalism of power installation, telecommunication lines, and solid minerals.
Let me say very clearly, it's not business as usual. This is the era of business unusual. So I want to charge the CG, especially, to get me a workable, implementable, and of course, a sustainable implementation plan of my security architecture in Nigeria. I need my critical infrastructure protected. For every power line that is vandalized, it's a minus for NSCDC. For every pipeline that is busted, it's a minus for NSCDC. For every telecommunication tower that is destroyed, it's a minus for the NSCDC.
On the regulation of activities of private guard companies, he disclosed that soon the Ministry of Interior will meet to review the registration, adding that we will not rest until criminals are smoked out and critical national assets are protected.
One thing about security is that the more you do, the more that is left to be done. You have done a lot, but you must not be tired. You must be able to upscale our requirements and make private guard a profession of pride. So we have a lot of work to do, but I'm happy that we are not starting from sub-zero. We are not starting from zero because obviously NSCDC is done and we've covered a lot of ground.
Also speaking earlier in an address to mark this year's World Civil Defense and its third anniversary as the third substantive Commandant General of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Ahmed Abubakar Howdy, PhD MNI OFR, highlighted the activities of his administration to include establishment of Commandant General's Special Intelligence Corps, which has destroyed over 200 illegal refineries, arrested over 500 suspects, and convicted more than 200. Others are established of a formidable female squad, which has started 48 attacks on schools, training and retraining, revigoration of anti-vandal units, procurement of equipment with support of government, and involvement in almost all joint security operations. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps announcement continued that the Agro Rangers unit have been reactivated in order to provide security to farmers and agro-allied investments, introduction of career development courses, as well as develop standard curriculum for all 7 Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps training colleges, among other successes.
Together, we have achieved the following successes during the period under review. 1. Honorable Minister, sir, we have been able to establish a very formidable female squad that has provided platform for all our female staff to showcase their talents and ability. And so far, the female squads, when we created them, they were charged to provide safety and security for our schools. And from records, we have that the female squad have thwarted over 48 attempts on attack to on schools nationwide. Honorable Chairman, Honorable Minister, sir, we have also been training and retraining our staff. In the area of training, we have introduced a lot of professional training. We have introduced what is called career progression development course in our schools after we develop a curriculum that will provide platforms for personnel to grow up in their career. And so we introduce a standard curriculum for our 7 schools, and we have also established some schools like the Command and Staff College in Jos, where officers will be going for staff development courses, at which after they graduate from those courses, the courses will be rated and place them for appropriate upgrading and promotion.
As part of the strategies to cater for the welfare of personnel, the Commandant General announced the payment of either group life and accident insurance benefit to 175 personnel who either sustain injuries in service or die, saying they will be given checks of various sums of money to ameliorate their suffering. Other highlights of the day were presentation of goodwill messages, simulation exercises by different departments reflecting the mandate of the Corps, groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of the Civil Defense Officers' Wives Association School, silence drill and ceremonial march past. Let's watch how it all goes. I'll be right back, and you're going away.
At the end of the session, may I have your permission to carry on with the rest of parade, sir? Flag order, march! Shoot down! Right! We must part! It's now quick time! Division into column! By right! Right on! Stop! March!
Ladies and gentlemen, she has taken seat. Very, very quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the honors of Lieutenant Colonel Ladies and gentlemen, the adjutant for this festival parade today is LC1 Agnes. She's single. She was a BSc in Peace and Public Management. Her hobbies are cooking, traveling, and meeting new people. Ladies and gentlemen, the General Parade Commander is DSC Samson Luka. Luka is single. Holds a BSc in Business Administration. His uncle is singing and playing football. Carrying the national flag is DSC Songwa Chigose Charles. Charles is single. Holds a BSc in Mass Communication. His hobby is surfing the internet and traveling. Carrying the NSCDC flag. Blessing Moses. Blessing. And Blessing Ladies and gentlemen, very, very quickly, the body of this parade will be breaking into big time to the delight of our esteemed guests this morning. And to also quickly recognize the band of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps under the able leadership of Superintendent of Corps, Lawi Shegun. think you should put your hands together for this wonderful demonstration this morning.
Welcome back. It's still your security program. This is where we're drawing the curtain on today's edition of the program. If you want to know more about things going on at the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, you can check your social media handles as it is displayed on your screen. Well, this is where we're drawing the curtain on today's edition of the program. Remember, when you see something, you say something. Till we meet again next week, same time, same station on this channel. I am Babawale Afolabi. Peace, I'm out of here. Bye for now.